Since my last video, we have wrapped up our school year, we have taken a short break, and we've started on our summer plans, which I've shared with you. And that video included a full flip through of our summer binder, which is available for purchase over on Etsy. We will take another short break before officially starting the new school year. And I will go ahead and share with you everything that we will be using for that school year. But in today's video, I kind of just wanted to wrap it all up. So I gave you an update after our first semester this school year. So I thought it'd be appropriate for me to just kind of wrap it all up for the year in this video. This year we had a few changes to our schedule and routine for several reasons. The biggest one being my husband's schedule changing twice during the school year, from night shift to day shift, back to night shift, and appointments, doctor, dentist, visiting my parents. But isn't that the beauty of homeschool? We were able to do it all. While my husband's schedule just kind of fluctuated all over the place, the boys were still able to see their dad and enjoy time with dad. If they were in traditional school, enrolled in public school, they would have seen very little of dad during those few months where his schedule was on its head. So our schedule has been a little bit all over the place, but the biggest change to our schedule is that we went from a block schedule. I've spoken about this before. I was assigning specific subjects for specific days. Mondays and Wednesdays, math, science, and reading. Fridays were geography, Spanish, and art. Tuesdays and Thursdays, you get it. But the problem with that was that for like a few weeks, something came up every Thursday. I think it was like for 3 Thursdays straight, like something came up and we missed that day. So because I had, specific days assigned for specific subjects, some subjects were getting neglected and it was hard to just kind of like make up for that day. And when it happens like 3 weeks in a row, you kind of start falling behind. So we went from a block schedule to more of a loop. The loop schedule has allowed for more flexibility without the guilt of like falling behind. And it's more of a rotation of subjects. Now we do have some subjects that we do every day, like our morning basket, spelling, and phonics. And then we have 3 different loops that we work out of, and I will go more into detail in a separate video. I will explain to you how I came up with this loop schedule. I didn't come up with like the loop method, but I meant like my loop schedule that worked for us. So I will go further into detail and explain it all in a separate video. I'm just going to give you the brief version here. My unit studies loop, which includes science and social studies, because those are my unit studies subjects. And it just made some sense to rotate those 2. One day we do science, one day we do social studies, one day we do science, one day we do social studies. It's an A-B pattern. That way now when I miss Thursday, it doesn't mean that I completely miss a day of social studies or science, whatever I'm doing that day. Again, I will dedicate a whole separate video for this. I mentioned we did morning basket every day, and that also changed throughout the school year. We used to do morning basket together as a family. It included calendar time, read aloud, Bible, and some puzzle. My kids really didn't do well, going from our morning routine, getting dressed, brushing your teeth, having breakfast, all of that, to learning. They needed a little bit of a transition period to be able to just give them time to wind down a little bit from that morning routine to learning time. But then with my husband's schedule again switching, we were trying to leave the house for the morning so my husband could sleep in, without all the shuffling around. So we were going to the park, the library, on morning walks. Once my husband went back to a different schedule, the morning basket did come back, but it was a little different because my 4-year-old was doing a little more work with me. We still started our morning basket together, but it was more of we would do read aloud or Bible while they did a puzzle or colored. And once I was done with the read aloud for the day, I would hand the basket over to my oldest, and he would work on his independent work, which included handwriting, spelling, and some sort of activity, while I did one-on-one time with my little one, which included the calendar time, since my oldest had that down, like he didn't need that time to do that, and I wanted him to be a little more independent. So he started working alone while I spent some time with my little one doing calendar time and some like lesson. We were working out of Ready for the Code, so he has been loving that, and that's what we would do. And then when it was time for the one-on-one time with my oldest one, I would hand the basket over to my little one, which also included some activities for him, some busy boxes. It usually was something to do with whatever we did together. I really look forward to sticking to this morning basket routine for the next school year, now that my little one is 4 years old. He's not starting kindergarten, it's more like a TK curriculum. Now that he's doing a little more formal time, I want this time to be, give me the time to do one-on-one time with each child without having the other one kind of roaming the house, making a mess. So I think it's perfect for us until my husband's schedule probably changes again. Speaking of like the one-on-one time, I was really looking into the teaching textbooks curriculum because it's everything, they offer everything online. I thought it would be perfect to have my oldest do teaching textbooks on the computer while I do one-on-one time with my little guy. So for math, we have been using Master Books. We finished level 2 earlier in the school year, and then we started level 3 very slowly. And then we started a free trial for teaching textbooks. It had, I think, 15 lessons for free. So I have seriously been considering teaching textbooks, but I've seen so many bad reviews for this. It's like the people that love it and rave about it, but then there's other people that have been coming out and complaining that there's a lot of stuff that is being left out of this curriculum. So I am totally torn, as much as I want that, like a little break really, but if it's going to sacrifice, like covering everything, then no, I don't want that. But then it's like, what is being left out? I don't know. So I don't know. I'm still researching it. For now, we're gonna be sticking to Master Books. For language arts, we were using Master Books, and we quickly ditched it because my oldest needed a little more help with reading, and it just wasn't enough for him. So it was kind of creating bigger gaps for my 6-year-old. So we switched over to Logic of English, and that has been working amazing. Again, I know I have promised you a review on this. I'm working on it. We have been using the Building Spelling Skills by Evan Moore, and it has been working amazing. This is something that my 6-year-old can work on independently, and it is a very traditional layout. You get your list of words on Monday, and then you work 1 page a day for the rest of the week, and then on Friday we have our little spelling test. Also from Evan Moore, we started using this 6 Straight writing workbook. My 6-year-old was struggling with the reading. We got the reading down, like he's at a good pace now and he's improving. And then the writing, he was becoming really hesitant with the, like, am I gonna spell it wrong? Like, he didn't want to make any mistakes. So in hopes of, helping him gain that confidence and like kind of taking the pressure off and starting from scratch, I picked up this 6 Straight writing workbook from Evan Moore, level 1, and that we have been using this ever since I updated you guys on like the end of the semester update. I picked this one up and we've been working out of it, and it is amazing, you guys. It really takes the pressure off and it simplifies it all and starts from scratch, and it builds on itself. So it starts with the ideas and like, adding detail to those ideas and adding more to it, and like it builds on itself, and it's just awesome. It's giving my child the confidence that I was so longing for. For read alouds, I shared with you guys a hefty stack of read alouds that I wanted to get through during the school year, and it just didn't happen. We got through a couple, and then, you know, my kid was interested in a few other things. He wanted to read The Bad Guys, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the Henry Hecklebeck series. So we were doing those instead. Now I do have a list of read alouds that I do want to get through this upcoming school year. And hopefully if we stick to our morning basket the way I intend us to, then we will get through those read alouds. So stay tuned for that stack. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.